In the IELTS speaking, sometimes you just get lost. You forget words. You don't know what to say, or even you know how to deliver that. So here are 5 sentences. They're going to help you in the IELTS exam to not just to avoid the silence, but to sound natural. So let's begin. First, that's an interesting question. It's really a tricky sentence you can use when you just get lost in thinking. So whenever you are saying that, that's an interesting question, you are buying some time. An example, that's an interesting question. I've never thought about that. Next, let me think about that. So still, in the same situation, you can use to buy some time and to avoid the awkward silence. Example, let me think about that. I would say it depends on the situation. You saw that I just rolled my eye a little bit and I looked upward a little bit. Why? To mean to show that I was thinking, I was processing. So I cannot just exactly look straight into the eyes of the examiner and can say. So it would sound like a little bit unnatural and kind of scripted answers. So whenever you were saying that you were thinking about something, you can get help from your eyes, like looking upward a little bit. Like I would say it depends on the situation. So 1 or 2 seconds you are looking upward and processing all the things, and then you are coming back to the reality. I would say it depends on the situation, and of course a pause. So the second one is, let me think about that for a moment. Now the third one, off the top of my head. Of the top of my head. So practice it a couple of times so that your brain gets it real quick. Okay. So off the top of my head. So you can say, off the top of my head, I would say social media plays an important role in our life. Off the top of my head. So by using all these things, you are not only buying some time, and also you are avoiding the awkward silence, and at the same time you are sounding natural. And who doesn't want that in the IELTS exam? This one is particularly one of my favorite, you can say. I haven't given it much thought. So I can say, I haven't given it much thought to it. This is the full sentence. I haven't given it much thought to it, right? Anything, that could be anything. Maybe an examiner asking about something, and you didn't think about anything in your entire life. So you could say, I haven't given much thought to it, right? So you can say, I haven't given much thought to it, but I think it can be helpful for the both of us or for both the parties, right? So just make up some of your example sentences after that. And that brings us to the last. You could say, well, to be honest. Now, there are some experts who say that using filler words is not good. So what are filler words? Words that fill up the silences or gaps in our speaking, right? Like are, well, to be honest, actually, but these are filler words. At the same time, it is true that you can use some of them in your IELTS speaking as well. So you could say, well, to be honest, you are using 2 filler words or phrases, but at the same time, if you can play it right, it would sound so natural. So you can say, well, to be honest, I prefer studying alone. I prefer studying alone. So the word prefer, it has the stress on the second syllable, right? So prefer, right? So we will have some other lessons or videos on sentence stressing, maybe in future. So stay with us. So that's all about 5 phrases you can use in the IELTS exam, IELTS speaking, to avoid the awkward silence, and at the same time, you can sound natural. So this is Nurun Nabi, signing out. Bye.